That's it. One strum.
One strum.
One strum. Theoretically, the strum is strumming. There it goes.
Okay.
Boom.
Well, I guess we should hit it.
There it is. That one's working. Let me make sure this one's working. I'm just looking to make sure it actually came through. Came through. Let's see. Show more. It says. Well, I don't see myself on there. I see myself there. I don't see myself over here. There I am.
Okay.
Live, Dune and Jonny. Just like that. Theoretically, I should be able to hear if I turn this up.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Let's see.
And Mod Pro's in the house. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yep. There you are. And it's got a buzz, but that's not on the air.
Okay.
Somebody followed me 15 hours ago. That's awesome.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, we're supposed to do a show. Never mind.
Well, yeah, that's what we do at
It's
this point.
It's that thing where we do the stuff in the things. Okay.
We push the buttons, do the things.
So I
say
hit
the words.
I hit the dab button.
Dab.
Dab. I wish they could see us. We both did it at the same time.
We probably both did it wrong.
We both did. Okay. I'll be here in a minute. Hello, Mopra. Sup.
What should you start learning? If I was to start again, I would start with chords, very easy chords. And then I would learn some scales. So what I'm using right now is called the minor pentatonic scale, which is this. Once you learn that, you're all set to go. If you want to get good, you got to play every single day. Doesn't matter what you play, as long as you play every day. What you want to do is build the muscle memory in your fingers. So your fingers just do stuff automatically. I don't even think about it. I just go. Learn different styles. takes time. Your fingers gotta get used to doing that. There's no real shortcuts.
Whoops. There.
And
That was, and suddenly
nothing happened.
And suddenly it went kaboom. I'll take credit for that one. Let's do this.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Yeah, I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure. A monkey's my fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh, my heart just stopped. There it goes.
OX isn't supposed to know these things. Don't point out. I don't want to fix anything. I don't want to fix anything.
Nothing needs fixing.
Yeah.
It's all.
Nobody. Only OX pays attention to that because he's a pay attentioner. Do we get a click? Ooh, we get a click.
We got a click.
Every time. Are we filling in from last night, or what do we call it?
Well,
no.
This is one of the 45s that just didn't make its way onto the platter because there's just never enough hours
Never.
in a 5-hit show.
Oh man, yeah. For people that missed last night, it was like 4+ hours, like 4 hours and some change.
We did an extra hour and we skipped the 80s.
Two dudes, 12 beers, 4
yeah.
hours. That one just writes itself somehow. Something like that. By the way, speaking of which, Sunday, September 4th of the 20, the 22, the Jonny, the Dune, us. I'm curious about something. I noticed when I logged on this morning that I had a search for Spice Girls on my screen. Do we know why?
Well,
because I think
play a Spice Girls song.
I think I did, and I think wasn't there something? Didn't we say to do some searching, but make sure that Safe Search was on for some reason? Why does that stick in my head? I don't know why.
I don't remember. You were listening to Spice Girls. You were thinking, hey, they look great. Let me remind myself.
I don't.
And then you.
I don't remember. There was a reason, but I don't know what it was. I don't know.
I mean, Dune. What happens?
I think it had to do with putting a finger in something. Why do I?
What happens at your computer after you disconnect from the stream with Spice Girl pictures is between
no,
your computer.
This wasn't after the stream though. This was during the stream that I did this.
But you had it still up.
Well, it was on Google. I Googled and then just I hadn't ungoogled the Google. Does that make sense?
You didn't ungoogle the Google, so it was still there after the stream.
It was still there, and I just realized
it was still there.
I just realized it. And I also distinctly remember us saying that we were going to search for something to make sure we had Safe Search on because I don't remember what that was. See, OX, did you remember? I don't remember what it was.
OX is apparently there was something inappropriate we just flashed on the screen. So
no,
we might have to. He said Safe Search didn't work. One of those was inappropriate. We might have to go back and check the replay.
I'd like to know which one it was because I'd like to look at it right now.
I would too. In fact, I'm going to do a search for Spice Girls with Safe Search off.
What did you see? Well, I have Safe Search off.
Oh, well that would explain it.
I don't see any.
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
I don't see anything. I think you're just messing with our heads, our whittle heads.
You're just tricking us into looking at more pictures of the Spice Girls.
I have to say they have one of them does have a very bathing suit looking suit on, but that shouldn't be
a bathing suit looking suit on, aka a bathing suit.
Okay, yes. I don't know how else to put it. That's what it looks like she's wearing. It's the girl with the red hair. She's wearing.
There are some skimpy clothes in here, but nothing.
I mean, like we said, I don't know. I've been known to miss a boobie now and then. It's happened, but I don't think, this time.
I don't know, Dune. We might have to revoke your man card for that one.
Yeah,
but
just don't revoke it. Just put it on hiatus. How about that?
Yeah, just put it on hiatus.
You can't use it You can't use it till tomorrow. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, that reminds me. You remember when we did that little research for science as to whether or not one could buy boobies from Amazon, and we found out not only can you buy boobies from Amazon, but you could also have them delivered to your friend's house.
I for some reason I remember that.
Boobies.
And unfortunately I know where they're at. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, last night, Kristen showed me a picture she found through some social media thing. Someone actually bought a bunch of those and built a chair out of them.
Is that safe to search for?
I
probably
don't know
not.
How to find that picture, actually. I mean, that picture's got a whole lot of nipples in it.
I'm not showing anything. No.
All right. Well, booby chair.
Chair.
I don't know where she found that picture or where I could find it. But, no. Well, there's a chair that has...
wait, whoa. No? No? No, that looks like stockings made into look. That doesn't look like those things. It looks like these are stockings. I can probably show this.
What could go wrong?
Well, they're stockings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You gotta live on the edge once in a while. They're just stockings with the ends tied off.
That is very similar to what... I mean, the same concept.
Does everybody understand what I'm saying? There are stockings with the ends tied off, so they don't look like anything.
It's okay. The things that look like nipples don't actually look like nipples.
Right. So we're good.
So
we're fine.
You're just seeing things.
But no, I don't see. No. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Well, not to say, but it's there somewhere, obviously, because she found it. But the good thing is, how much would that cost, though? That would be a lot of money to buy those fake maboobas. And then,
well, I don't know. Maybe you get a discount if you buy them in bulk.
I wonder how many. Sometimes it says how many are available. You could check that out.
You can check that out.
Wait a second. These are on Amazon. Let me look at this. Amazon boob pillow.
Oh, you know what? The boobs that we previously bought are currently unavailable, and they don't know when they're going to be back in stock.
Holy crap! We could get rich off our boobs.
Well, there's others that look exactly like them that are listed. It's just our listing has gone.
Damn it!
Yeah, but you could buy a dozen of them. They're about $15 for a pair, so it's that adds up.
This is interesting. This is in a garage. I can't show this.
You can't show a garage.
Couldn't I show? These are balloons. They're just balloons. Can I show balloons?
I think you can show balloons.
I'm going to show balloons. I think, you know what? I'm showing balloons. These are balloons.
Those are balloons.
Those are balloons.
That's where you tie them off at the bottom.
EqualToplessRights.com. Go topless.org.
Yes. I'm in favor of this.
I'm in favor of it so much. I think we need to go to this website.
I think so. Yeah. No, I'm totally in favor. If anyone wants to go topless, please, by all means.
Let's check this out. Okay. Undercover, the cover up. No, that picture I can't show. I can't show that. Can't show that one. There's a lot of these I can't show on here.
So there's a lot of people exercising their right.
There's a lot of them with bullhorns exercising their right. Exactly.
And they should be allowed to, and we should be allowed to show those without consequence.
No, I wish I
we
could.
should all get over our hangups.
I wish I could show that. Can I show that? I can't show this one. Let me see if I can. Will I go back to it? This is actually interesting.
OX64 writes, and that's okay. We see in the reflection.
What?
Oh my! Glasses.
Well, you can't see that well. OX, do you work for the NSA? Seriously, do we need to know something about you? I don't know. That was actually very interesting. If you go to gotopless.org, there is a picture of a really big dude that's like 5 times bigger than me that has the big moobs going on.
Okay.
And it's 1080p for the win. You can digital soon. I didn't think about that. I wonder if you can't really see that. Tell me you can't see that. You can't really see that. Now, if I zoomed in, you probably could. But there's a picture of that, and it says, "This is okay." And then another one is a girl at the beach covering herself, but this is not. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's true. Because the dude's got bigger than anyway.
Right.
So it says as long as men are allowed to go topless in public, women should have the same constitutional right. I've got no problem with this.
Well, a lot of times it's not the Constitution that's even the issue, because I don't think the Constitution weighs in on clothing requirements or uniform.
Okay, here the following cities are topless tested. Now I don't know if that means you can or can't. I don't know if that means the green colored states are those where top freedom is in effect. The orange colored states are the ones that have ambiguous state laws. Now this I can actually show. So let's see if I'm reading this correctly here. The green colored states are those with top freedom in effect.
So right now in Kansas, if anyone can go topless,
according to this, I got some neighbors I got to talk to. Or educate. Sorry,
educate.
Yeah.
So you gotta let the neighbors know. Hey, did you know that you could take your shirt off right now?
Yes. What's the problem?
This
is me informing people of the laws. Not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Now I'm a little alarmed that both New Jersey and Massachusetts are in the orange.
Okay. What does orange mean? Orange.
Orange.
I did it to myself. Ambiguous.
Let's see. The orange-colored ones have ambiguous state laws on the map, which means that they don't really, probably, it's probably the type of thing where.
And the red ones is the mere showing gets you into trouble. I'm not Utah. Not shocked. Mexico. That's a little shocking. Tennessee,
Indiana.
Yeah.
Well,
Indiana.
I mean, basically, the orange one's probably along the lines of there's.
Boy, in Canada, you just let it all hang out in Canada. Literally. There you go.
My guess is the orange ones there are decency laws on the book that don't clearly define what constitutes indecency. So one could argue that a woman going topless does not qualify as indecent, whereas one would argue it does, and so you'd have to have a precedent in a court of law.
It can kind of go both ways.
Yeah.
In a children's school, not so much. Maybe, I don't know. I should probably, maybe at a pool. Now, this is interesting. Also legal to be topless in the following countries: Canada. That's it.
Yeah.
I think there's some more. They just haven't added those yet. So
they're to be added soon.
So there you go. Donate, affiliate, subscribe. You can go. There's a Go Topless Day. We got to find out when this is. This map, the Go Topless map, is absolutely awesome, and I cannot show it because the little pins where you drop them look exactly like what you would think they would be.
Yes, they do.
Sunday, August 28th is the official Go Topless Day in Denver, if you're wondering.
We're going to have to mark it on the calendar for next year.
Austin, Texas, Johnny. Austin, Texas. You can go topless there.
August 21st. And then let's see.
Oh God, I thought I was showing that for a second. Don't scare me like that. I thought I was showing the screen
up too. No.
Let's see. Let's go to Johnny's neck of the woods. What's the ones that say canceled? The event got canceled?
Looks like it.
Well, that's bold.
Yeah.
That's New York. Oh, I'll find out what Sir Marsh thinks about. See what Sir Marsh thinks about boobies.
Yeah. Let's see what he thinks.
Sir Marsh, are you pro booby?
Is a part of a person's body? Yes.
Okay, there you go. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. That's what we're talking about.
I'm just saying we have the beta breakers. They might wear a sock once in a while, too.
The what?
The beta breakers.
Beta
breakers is something we have here, and people go across the bay, usually for all sexual orientation types, whatever you feel. You know. And they have we have dykes on bikes. There's one of them. We have a bunch of other things. Some people just wear a sock, dude. That's all they wear, a sock.
You know, I will tell you right here that out of respect for the world, that will not be Dune.
That will not be Dune.
You're gonna leave the sock off then?
Johnny, no.
Remember, dude.
No.
Dude, remember. Everything is. You can have as much pot as you want. We have this. Dude, I have five dispensaries like within a 5 mile radius of me. So you want something, you can have it. The sock might be there after all that.
I was getting ready to say something that I was going to regret. I was going to say socks are for your feet, unless they're an old sock. I just thought, why would I say that?
No, socks are for your feet unless they're old socks, and then they're for the cat.
Thank you. Boom.
For the cat.
They're for the cat. That's what I was going to say. That's what I meant. That's what I totally meant.
My cats don't have that. That was a very unique cat that Seth had.
Oh, the one that ran around with Johnny's sock?
The one that would, I don't know.
Or just socks in general is what it was.
No, it was my special socks.
Okay. It was Johnny's old socks. They were running around with Johnny's old socks. Is what
yeah.
For the people just tuning in, I apologize. We're talking about old socks.
Yeah.
We got to tell the story because I was living in the trailer with Gothard,
right.
And I had a sock or a few socks that were retired and were no longer used on my feet. And
why am I drinking during this conversation? But go ahead.
And at some point we got a little kitten that we named Basil. We named him after Basil Fawlty.
Perfect name for a cat that does
Basil!
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Basil, for some reason, and I usually my room had a bathroom attached to it, so I usually toss the sock into
you had the master
bathroom.
bedroom.
Yeah. Well, the trailer had 2 bedrooms at either end. Gothard's bedroom had a bathroom attached to it, but that bathroom had 2 doors in it, so it was like the guest bathroom and his bathroom, and then mine was the bigger bedroom that had the bathroom on the other side of it, so it was isolated from the rest of the trailer. So it was the master bedroom.
You had the master.
And it had a huge tub in it that I would never use, so that became my laundry basket. Basil didn't just go in and grab any sock. If I left my door open, Basil would go in and find my special socks, and then prounce out into the middle of the living room, sock in mouth.
Check out my sock.
Yeah,
basically.
And at some point, Gothard noticed, what is this that's going on? Because it was a regular occurrence that Basil come prancing out with a sock. I would react very quickly, jump up, grab the sock, and put it back in my room and close the door. And Gothard's like, what is this? This is weird. Basil doesn't go after my socks. And then one evening, Basil raided Gothard's trash can and pulled out all the tissues. And that's when Gothard figured out what was going on.
Yeah, we're not. That's as deep as we're going to go into that subject. Just throwing that out there.
And the best was we had Gothard's parents over for dinner one evening, and we're sitting down at dinner, and I luckily I turned and caught it just as the cat's coming out of my door with the sock in mouth, and I just ran and grabbed it. It's like, nope.
Nope, not today.
Not today, cat.
That's right.
Not today.
Not today. Oh gosh, that poor cat.
Yeah. Well, that cat probably made a tasty snack.
And
for
you
something
you have to wonder if that cat just knew. I'm going to have some fun with El Johnarino today. That's what I'm going to have some fun
That cat was a weird cat. That's the only cat Gothard ever had that got skunked. Because usually cats are smart enough to not get skunked. It's usually a dog that gets skunked. Usually a cat knows I'm staying away from that thing. But there was one evening where the smell of skunk started wafting in through the window. And I said, hey, Gothard, don't let the cat back in. And next thing we know, we got a very sad, disturbed meowing from the back door. Gothard opens up the back door, and sure enough, cat is stinky. So we're like, nope.
Break out the tomato juice. Huh?
You go find some place to settle down outside tonight, cat, because you ain't coming in here.
Not tonight.
Oh, poor kitty.
There we go. I was gonna have you talk, Mars. It sounds okay. And I had to gate your channel a little bit because for whatever reason you had the going on.
Was it loud? Was it going loud?
It was just some static in there. Luckily.
Well, we gated it.
Luckily, I still have the ability to do that, even though Johnny does not.
My refrigerator is right behind me, and the compressor is very much on.
That would do it. That could make it happen.
I need to clean the back of that thing. I don't even know what to do.
Now, Mars, were you drinking beer with us last night, or what was going on during the 5-hit show?
I was drinking coffee.
We started. What was it? I'm trying to think. I think we started off.
We started with peanut butter beers.
We started with peanut butter.
You had the peanut butter cup one, dude.
I had that was this one right here.
Yeah, the peanut butter cup. I had the peanut butter whoopie pie.
The milk stout
beer. Right.
Dude had the left-handed beer.
That was me.
And then
well, the whole thing. Here, let me kind of point this over here, and I can kind of show you what's going on. Let me put my number 2 on here. You can. I woke up this morning and there was all these cans laying around.
Yeah.
I mean, and I thought to myself, I usually throw these away, and I thought, no, I kept these for a reason because I wanted to talk about them today, about the ones because we had some good ones, some not so much.
What did you think of the key lime pie one? I missed that.
I didn't care for the key lime pie. That's this one right here. I had this one right here.
Well, it's very sour.
It's one of those things. It's different, for lack of a better term.
I mean, if you like the flavor of key lime pie, it definitely probably
it's like Johnny said. It's very sour.
Very sour, very acidic.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But that's a one and done.
Put your number 2 on here. What?
That's something you said.
Oh,
when you switched cameras.
Oh. NSA, Johnny, I'm telling you.
OX64 is implying that you're getting ready to drop a deuce on
I'll get a drop on my cam, drop a deuce on the
he,
cam. There we go.
Yeah.
But no, that's what it was. So I started off with the peanut butter, and that was the one. This was very chocolatey. Very chocolatey. Milk stout peanut butter with the little chocolate thingies in there. Very, very good, though. I started with that one. And I tried. What do we go to next? Did we double up?
Well, you did the nitro, and I did the creme brulee nitro.
Yes.
Which had a good caramel taste to it, had a good stout taste to it, but the two tastes didn't go that well together, and it somehow had a hint of Robitussin the way they combined. So it was kind of good and bad. I don't know. It was. I wouldn't. Cleared that right up, oddly enough.
It had some.
It worked.
It had some tussin in there. Johnny. These are the ones Johnny had right here. So then Johnny had these guys. So and I still haven't drank the one all the way on the left, the Candy Maker. That because I drank a key lime that I already had in the fridge. See, he started off with this one right here, the Southern.
Well, that was the second one when you did your nitro.
Oh, that's
the first
right.
One, it was the Some Brewing Company peanut butter whoopie pie.
The whoopie pie, which I like the name of, by the way. I don't know why. I think so. That's what Johnny had.
And then we did pumpkin beers, and I had that pumpkin.
You had this
stout,
one here. You had the pumpkin stout.
I didn't think the pumpkin spice flavor worked very well with a stout.
Yeah,
usually it's a pumpkin ale or a pumpkin.
I think this was. Ooh, boy, they still have they're still very odorous. So you had that one. I had this guy,
Pumpkin Patch
the
Ale.
Rogue Pumpkin Patch Ale. Which what a great can! Look at that artwork on there. Isn't that awesome?
That is
made.
Now, how'd you like that one?
This one wasn't bad, but it was very. I'm trying to think what the word was. It was very.
Pumpkin spice?
I said spicy, and that's a bad term. It's pumpkin spicy, I guess. That kind of spice, not necessarily spicy spice.
And a lot of people like to do those types of beers with a rimmed glass that has like a pumpkin spice sugar rim on the glass. So that could be a nice addition to something like that.
I think so. And I think after that we went key lime. I think if I remember right.
Right.
I think we went key lime.
Actually, we did. I think we did key lime before the pumpkin.
Did we? I don't. It's all a blur.
Or you know what? Maybe it was pumpkin then key lime. I forget.
Whatever it was, it was. And like I said, this was different. This one was different. It was a little bit. It definitely made me make a face every time I took a drink of it. It was definitely. It was one of those things.
If you like sour candy, though,
yes,
it's it's got that effect going.
No, I think after that. Now I don't remember which one did you have, Johnny. When was this? I think of the world's best boss.
Yeah, I got the world's best boss, which is a milk stout, which is very good.
Now I'm taking this must be a local brewery.
Well, I don't.
Because I can see
that does it.
See, what I can't see is down here at the bottom. There's something
I have to look it up.
There's something there, but it's almost like it's covering that. But I don't know if that's the case.
Well, it's like white on white because they're basically doing it's The Office. You know, Michael Scott's mug on The Office. They're doing a take on that.
It appears to say Lone. It appears to say Lone Pine, so that might be the name of the brewery.
Yes, I just googled it. Lone Pine Brewery is the brewery that makes that beer.
Okay.
So that is.
And I was rocking the Manhattan Brewing Company American Wheat, which this was excellent. This was very good. This is what Bud Light should be. It's what this is, or Bud. Yes, this is very good.
And Lone Pine Brewing Company is based out of Portland, Maine, so they're pretty local. And then after that, I did the other milk stout I had that's off to the right of the whoopie pie one.
And that's when I had this one here was actually really good too. This one here, the last days of disco, the classic farmhouse ale. And I'm trying to think.
Did you play disco out when you played this?
Well, what I don't remember is
we did.
I don't remember who makes this though. I don't remember. Here we go. Stillwater with Holo.
Yeah, just Stillwater Artisanal is who makes that. They're based out of Washington.
Oh, you might be able to
Mound, Washington.
You might be able to get that then.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
6.5. It's got some ABV in it. But I love. Now here's the thing with this one here. This one was kind of hard to buy. When I bought this, when I got this, it didn't ring up. It had a similar problem like Johnny's did. It just wouldn't ring up as a single. And he asked me, he goes, well, did it have a thing underneath? I went, well, I don't know. It was the last one on the side. It was the only one on the next to the other from the same brand. And he goes, well, they'd actually pulled this one from the single section. I guess there was one left over. So I got they had to like do the miscellaneous charge on this one. But but it was good. It was really good. The last days, DAZE of disco and classic farmhouse. So now this was sort of like I guess kind of a pilsner. I mean, it wasn't dark. It was a more yellowish tinge, for lack of a better term. Now, Johnny had one of which one didn't you drink? There's one of these you did.
The one all the way to the left, Candy
Maker. Now, is that
which is a peanut butter stout.
Now, were you going to drink that today, or?
Well, I'm not going to drink anything today.
Or is that a dinner? That's a dinner beer. I wasn't sure.
Any day you wake up hating beer you don't.
Ooh, you woke up hating
drank
beer?
Water last night, I'm sorry, water.
Well, I mean, dude, how did you wake up this morning?
You know, I have to say, going back to this, Johnny, I asked last night. I asked Johnny. I said, and thank you, by the way, for using the word warder.
Yeah.
Water. Well, I say it right. So,
you do.
Right.
There you go. First time today. But no, I did like Johnny said. In between beers, I went back and I washed my glass. I would fill it up mostly full of water, drink that whole thing of water. And then, now what I did notice, it did make me get up last night a couple of times and have to go get rid of some water.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel horrible this morning. I really didn't. I got up about 6:50, I think it was. Were we doing shots? No. There are no shots. See, I woke up about 6:50 and I had I got 2 ibuprofens, another glass of water, back to sleep. That's it.
Yeah, I pretty much had the same thing. I mean, I got up to pee and really just wanted to sleep it off. Took a few pills, but I certainly didn't wake up ready to do jumping jacks.
Yeah.
So
or that we didn't wake up wanting to do that.
Gators, I have a question. Do you ever wake up and actually want to do jumping jacks?
No, but
no.
Okay, I just wondered.
But I especially didn't want to do jumping jacks this morning.
This is on Sunday. Hell to the no. That's right. No jacks. There we go. That's it.
My God.
No jumping jacks.
No, I just wanted to roll over and sleep it off for a few more hours, and then I couldn't sleep, so I got up and made some breakfast and
coffee, of course.
Bacon.
Coffee
and coffee.
Yes. All right. I was getting ready to go for the denied sound.
And so I'm feeling like 98% now, but I'm not feeling like grabbing a beer. So
okay.
I'll save that. Even though I'm off tomorrow, so I could totally drink tonight some more.
Well, that's something else I'd like to talk about. Yesterday, somehow, one of the subjects that came up on yesterday's show was Johnny's schedule of getting up and going to work, which I thought was very interesting. That you mentioned that you had to be at work at about 8:30, and that sometimes you would snooze until about 8:30. Which
no.
I was trying to do the math in my head. And I don't think I had this
here.
right.
I'll do the math for you.
Okay.
And this is Gators Comes Clean about the flexible hours that are worked. And here's the thing is that there is some flexibility with the hours as long as things are covered. But I start on the clock at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
So I set my alarm for 8:30. Because ideally, the alarm will go off at 8:30. That gives me a half hour to kind of get up and get the coffee on, whatever. Usually, I snooze at 8:30. I wake up at 9 o'clock, and I come here and turn on the computer at 9 o'clock, and do like an email sweep. Look for any fires. Look for any emergencies.
Yes.
Look for and if there's none of those, then I look for something that's easy to respond to, so I can make my presence known to the community. And then once I've
does your first email go like this? I'm sorry, I'm really just hammered with stuff right now, but I'll get to that in a minute. If something like that.
Be something like that. So basically, once I've done my initial email check to make sure there's no fires, no emergencies,
right,
and I've made my presence known that yes, I am here and on the clock, then I go and I get my shower and get the coffee on and get some pants on, and
so somebody had to talk to you very first thing in the morning. You're looking about like you look right now, is what you're telling me.
I installed
that
if someone wanted to talk to me at 9 o'clock, I'd probably have my robe half on with
that'd be great,
with underwear peeking through.
That would be
and that is why, to make sure if I ever hit the wrong button, I don't end up getting reported to HR. I have the little plastic flip over the webcam, so I always flip that down when I don't have pants on, and then I don't flip it up until I have pants on. Yeah,
either on or off.
I've never known that to be the no pants flip button, but you know what? From now on, anybody I find at work that has one of those, That's the no pants flip button.
That's the no pants flip button. Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna say.
If I'm ever in this room without pants, I flip that down.
That's so
now
awesome.
Dune right now is thinking, wait a minute, when you connected in, I saw you flip that up.
I did see you flip that up.
You had no pants on for
So
a while.
now I know. So if it looks like this when Johnny walks in, well, it looks like that.
Well, that's just a habit that when I leave it at night, I flip it down. That's all
probably
is.
a good thing in front of a computer. Just for no
Because
apparent.
a lot of times, if you're doing Zoom, a lot of places make you turn on the video automatically with a Zoom call.
Well, wherever Johnny's, you could always have the static thing.
Well, when a Zoom call comes in, there's two answer buttons. There's a little camera button and there's a little phone button. So you can answer with camera or answer without camera.
You can do both.
But it's really easy to hit the wrong button, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have
the big problem is a lot of companies will I mean, if it's their account, they'll make it so you can't, so it just automatically starts the video.
Well, I know what Mars is saying. I think Johnny's fortunate enough to work at a place that doesn't play.
Johnny's smart enough to have.
Well, have you seen
the flip button?
Have you seen the things where they've had like some guy had like it was a fan, oscillating fan, and he had a string tied to it, and it was taped to the mouse, so the mouse would just kind of drug the mouse back and forth with the oscillating fan.
Yeah, because some employers have intelligence to determine if someone who is working remotely on the clock is actually doing work.
That's true.
Like I think actually when I was working at Internoc, there was a contractor that worked for us briefly, the one that got screwed over by Nordine, and she mentioned that a previous job she was working at, she was remote, but they always had a webcam set up, and she had to be sitting in front of her computer where the webcam could see her in order for the clock to be ticking that was tracking her hours. So even that was there are employers that do employ tactics like that to monitor your time.
I'm not sure on the screen. No, I'm not. Okay.
Which if that's what an employer has to do to track their time, then I think they're doing something wrong, because if you know your employees and you monitor what work's being done, then you don't really need to do stupid shit like that.
I wasn't going to bring this up. I think I'm going to. I'm not a TikTok person, but what I do like is the Instagram Shorts, I think they call it. Is that the term? Have you this? I don't know why. And this is either going to make Johnny laugh or it's going to piss him off. I don't know which way. I don't know which way this is going to go. But this lady, every time I see her, I think of you, in that non-creepy way.
In that non-creepy way.
Her name is Laura, and it appears she's in Canada. I didn't realize that. But her thing is basically the way she thinks and the way she projects about how there's the separation of work and personal life. Is what this is. Now, I don't know if you haven't seen her. She is well worth following on Instagram. It is very, very awesome. And I don't know which one's which. I don't know which one is.
Moment. Thank you, Patricia. Today we're focusing on our mental safety. Set your boundaries. Log on at your start time, do what you're paid to do, and then make sure you log off and go enjoy your life. Don't let your manager bully you into working for free or guilt you into not taking the time off that you are entitled to. And remember, you are so much more than your job. And don't forget that you are replaceable at this company, but not within your home. Stay safe out there. Protect and prioritize your health.
So I think that's her saying this is the way it should be. But
right.
But here's this one here. Somebody contacts you before the morning.
I have a question for you. And I have a poem I wrote just for you. Roses are red. This Sony portable speaker is new. No one calls people 26 times before 7 a.m. Oh, wait, you do. Now, what is so important that you had to call before the break of day?
We're almost at time, but we have another 2 hours of work to go over, so let's continue. Given that this isn't urgent, I will be dropping off at 5, but we can pick this up tomorrow. I can find time in our schedule. Your calendar did not say you had another meeting after this. I don't, but my workday is done, and we only had this meeting scheduled until 5. Logging off early. You must not care about this job. I absolutely care about this job between the hours of 8 and 5. I do see we both have time at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Good thing you don't report to me, as my team is full of high performers that always stay late.
So
you know what else is really
that's what it is. This whole thing is just like a, now this is good here. I like this.
I understand this is a priority for you, and I will get to it when I am able to, as I'm currently working on more pressing items.
Hire more people, or this isn't going to get done.
The team is already at capacity and will require additional resources in order to get this completed.
I'm not answering you until you learn how to spell my name correctly.
Please note that my name is Laura, and would appreciate you spelling it correctly when addressing me.
Stop excluding me from important meetings.
Please include me in all future meetings pertaining to this topic, as my involvement is necessary.
I don't care.
I am not passionate about this and will defer to
so
your
there you go.
Why did the sponge wake up early?
Why?
To make the most of his day.
Oh no.
How do you professionally say?
So anyway, like I said, she is fun. I don't know why I always think of you, because she's very big on boundaries. And she's like, people call her. She goes, well, will there be extra pay for this? You know, she's one of those people. She's one of those people.
I have to say, I consider myself lucky that I don't work at a job where I have to be particular about boundaries. No one's ever asked me to work after hours, and as I just admitted to, oftentimes I do get up during my work day and go handle something personal if there's a lull in the day, which on the flip side of that, oftentimes I work past my stop time if there's work I still need to get done. You know, I put in my hours for the week. I just play a little loose with the schedule, and
well, that's okay. Like
yeah.
this one here, this one for being.
Thanks for jumping on this call. I just want to briefly go. Wait. Where are you?
I'm at home.
That doesn't look like your home. Did you go away?
Nope. This is my home.
Laura, you're supposed to be working from home. Where are you?
Brenda, home is where the Wi-Fi is. So this is my home for today. How can I help you?
Thanks for jumping on this call.
Now this is she also does this too, where she rates people's out of office messages. This is
nice.
This is actually kind of nice.
Rating people's out-of-office messages, part 1. On my return, I'll delete everything in my inbox. If your email is important, then sending it. This is bold. Bold choice, 7 out of 10. For any urgent matters, please take a deep breath because only a few are 10 out of 10. Something tells me this person works in IT.
I like that one.
I am on paternity leave with limited access to email, sleep, and social life. Chris, are you okay?
Yeah.
8 out of 10. Hello all. I'm off to pursue a modeling career. If it doesn't work out, I will return. Go get him, Bill. 11 out of 10. In having an out-of-office experience. 7 out of 10. In case of an emergency, please contact my wife and explain to her why I must be.
Oh, I like that one.
Good luck. Legend has it, no one contacted Jordan. Rating people's out-of-office messages.
That's a good one there. So, like I said,
that's a good one.
If you get a chance, she's definitely worth following. And I don't know that's a very weird name, but that's her Instagram handle.
Low Whaley.
Yeah, and like I said, she's funny, and I don't know why I always think about Jonny every time I see this, but her big tagline is Toodaloo. That's what she'll. If somebody calls her and says they need to do something, she says, not right now, Toodaloo, and then she hangs up the call or whatever. So there you go. I don't know why. That's my female version of Jonny right there. Don't know why. It is.
I don't know why
it is either.
You felt the need to create a female version of me.
I don't know why, but she just. It's just. I
don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I don't mean it bad. I'm just jealous. Jonny gets to work at home, so that's my inner jealousy.
So anyone that talks about working from home, you identify as a version of me.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, well, I'll take it. I can handle that.
And the thing is, you haven't helped that now. Anytime I think of somebody working at home, I know the first hour they have no pants. That's what I think now. That's my thing. You have done that for me now.
I'm guilty of that.
I'm just saying, Dune, if you notice that you Teams call a person multiple times and sometimes they pick up with video and sometimes they don't, that that variable there suggests there's a reasoning, and so now you know when they're wearing pants and when they.
I will have to let me ask you this, and actually anybody out there that wants to answer this, because a lot of us did work at home. Some of the people that were actually lucky enough to be able to do that. Instagram has shorts. They do. They're very cool. The YouTube shorts I don't watch very much. I have to try to check those out. But this is something I noticed when COVID first hit, and we all kind of worked from home for that 1 year, whatever the hell it seemed like forever. Everybody had a camera. Everybody.
Right.
Everybody had their camera on all the time, full time, when we were working on Zoom. Always.
As much as we could. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know anybody who didn't. Really, seriously. When we were all working from home, everybody had their cameras on. Never was asked. It was just assumed everybody had their cameras on. I've noticed when we have Zoom calls now, because we have a pretty big spread out office, and sometimes we'll do Zooms just because it's easier than to have everybody get up and go down to the big conference room. Nobody has a camera. Nobody. Me. It's like me. I'm the only cat. I have my camera on like the boss will have this on, so I guess I'm a suck up. I don't know.
I never put my camera on.
But nobody else does. I've never and I tell you, when we have when we do like conferences with other places and around, and nobody has cameras on, and that kind of bothers me. And I don't know why it's like that. It's just weird how things have changed. I don't know why it's been like that
anymore, dude.
Well, that's what I'm going to think from now on. That's what I'm going to think from now on.
Most people's camera angles allows for having the camera on without the pants on. My camera angle doesn't.
Yours does not unless you have your tray pulled up to you. That is one of those, isn't it?
The table. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go up much. That's
already up. That's already up right there. Okay, I got you.
It's still pretty low.
So if it's down, we're just seeing knobby knees. We don't need to see that. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 2x4 underneath that.
There we go. Gotcha.
Now you can see my knees.
I'm good. I was good before. But
I can't see his knees.
We just do this. No, we don't see Johnny. That's it.
Now you can see.
Hey! Don't we go back to the beach, man? You bum.
I did not put the Johnny socks on today.
Why did you not put the Johnny socks on? Okay, listen.
I'm not kicking my feet
cannot
up.
do the show like that. You cannot.
I can't.
You
I
cannot
can't do this.
You cannot do that. I'm going to do this.
Get banned off of Twitch.
There, I'm going to do that. I just don't want to see your funky feet on my screen. No.
I just want to dare the foot fetish people to clip these. I just want to see how far they will go.
Watch out, they will too.
I'm not seeing it. I don't think the foot fetish people care about my feet, so I'm just putting them out there to see what happens.
No,
this is a social experiment.
Can you please remove your funky feet from your funky table that I'll never set anything on if I ever come over there and visit? Thank you. It's not going to happen.
This table ain't for eating, Dune.
It's for rolling blunts, baby. That's it. Work. It's for working. Wait, whoa. Coke.
Call back to the scale that you noticed in the picture last week.
That's true, Johnny. Did you notice that last week? I did notice in one of Johnny's pictures he did have a Coke scale. Full on.
It's actually for film developing chemicals, but okay.
Chemicals. It's okay.
Gators, do you have little bags?
There we go. X64 uploads a viral clip. There we go. Well, I think there's I think one of those Instagram shorts was one of those things like a guy says I'm like 2 seconds away from flipping out selling pictures of my feet on the internet or something. Like I don't know what to do. Some of those weirdnesses.
I'm just gonna say if I could make a living selling pictures of my feet on the internet, I'd be doing that.
I don't know if I could be friends with Johnny if he did that. It would be because
what people do.
I know, but
my feet is between them.
I don't know which is worse. If I would be afraid that you would try to tell me about your work day throughout the week, or if I might be intrigued to ask. Both ways do not turn out well. I just don't. I don't know.
This is interesting. Well, you know what? OX64, let me know what kind of feedback you get, because heck, I can lower the tripod that the camera's on, and I can start doing like things with my feet on my Twitch channel. I could
shares on social media. I just made $10. There you go.
I could if people like dirty feet, I could like
I
pull
tell
in
you
a
this,
thing of dirt and walk around on it with the camera on
this
it.
is where you stop. It's gone too far now.
I can stand on food.
You've gone. You've gone.
I can wiggle my toes.
This is you over the edge right as we speak right now. This is it.
Dune,
this has gone to yes.
Toodaloo.
Mark. Yes, toodaloo. Thank you. You know what he just did, right?
The possibilities are endless. Is my point.
The fuck out!
He just did that to us. He full on did that to us.
Why do people get It seems
that's Johnny with his socks right there.
It seems it's one of those topics that there's only extremes and no middle ground. People are either reviled by feet or totally hot for feet. No middle ground.
Let me think about that.
It's like, keep those away from me, or oh yeah, let me see those.
Well, I've already told the story many times that if you ever see me in public wearing flip flops, it ain't me. I'm telling you, I've already said that. We've already established that.
What the heck are you wearing to the beach then,
It ain't
dude?
me. I don't listen. I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. I'm just telling you. If, like I said, if like I said, or if you find me, somewhere, oh, look, Dune got murdered somewhere, and he's wearing flip flops. No, somebody stole my shoes and put these on me.
Flip-flops
yes,
after they killed you.
By the way. Yes, absolutely.
So if you have you ever gone to a beach?
Well,
have you ever?
I have
gone
been.
To the ocean?
I've been on a boat. I if I have to, I do, but I don't like it. How about that?
You rarely wear
very
flip-flops.
Extremely, totally rarely.
Which means you own a pair.
No, I do not. I absolutely do not.
Where did you get the flip-flops from that you wore the rare times that you
Well,
did?
no, I didn't. That's the whole thing. I don't. I just I'll slip my shoes off, walk on the sand, and put my shoes back on.
So now we're back to never instead of rarely.
Well, no, flip-flops never. No, never. I have never had a pair of flip-flops on my feet. Not one time in my life.
You just wear your shoes and slip them off.
I had sandals as a child because my mother made me wear them, but that was it. That was it. At the lake.
Mod Pro suggests that we should ask your wife about this.
Oh, she'll tell you exactly. I walk around this house in socks. Period. You've seen me.
I walk around barefoot.
Well, I know you do.
I didn't walk around your house barefoot. I did put the socks on in your house.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, that's just me. That's that. No, you don't have to ask. No, don't even wait.
Flip?
Okay. No Crocs.
No Crocs.
Hashtag
no Crocs.
I saw one of my. I'm back on the Instagram Shorts thing. I saw somebody who actually bought a pair of Crocs boots.
Okay.
And they were literally Western wear boots on top with Crocs on the bottom. And I had to laugh, but I was also disgusted at the same time. I don't know what it is about Crocs. I just hate Crocs too. Don't know why.
Now, Sir Morris hears that Crocs are comfortable, actually.
I have heard that, yet I'll never know. Unless I'm in prison, I'll never know.
I suppose next
You know what?
week...
I never thought about that. I stay out of prison by, stupid reasons like, I don't want to be in prison, so I don't do bad things. But now that I know you have to wear Crocs in prison, my shit's on the straight and narrow. Absolutely. That's it. That's just me.
Yeah, don't do bad things. Don't go to prison. Works like 99% of the time.
It does.
So
it almost always
works. But there's that 1%. But
you don't wear sandals.
Anyways.
Me? No, absolutely not.
As a kid, you did.
As a kid, I did because my mom bought them. And here, put these on. What are you going to do? Say no?
So I suppose now next weekend I'll be traveling, but in 2 weeks, if I kick my feet up and I got a flip flop on one foot and a Croc on the other foot, is that going to be worse than putting the bare feet up?
Do you hate me? Is that it? Are we expressing hate?
Sometimes we hate each other, Dune.
Is this your Dune is dead to me moment that we're having right now on the air? Is that it?
This is my hey. I just found something fun to play with. Let's see what this does.
Let's see if we can make Dune crazy this week. And then,
hey, wow, Dune really doesn't like feet. Let's talk about that.
And then hour 2, we're going to switch. What's it going to happen?
Yeah, there we go. We can rotate. You know,
God. This is why. How did we get here? Where did this? I don't know how this happens. How did we?
Well, this was because we talked about my table, and then I put my feet on the table.
How did we go from no pants to no shoes? I don't know. I guess the two go together.
We could go back to no pants if you prefer.
Well, would it be more silly to have pants on or shoes with no pants? I don't know.
That would be silly.
If you're running out of the house, though, I guess if you have to make a choice, should I have shoes on or pants on as the house is burning and I'm running outside? I'm not sure.
I mean, the real important thing is what order do you put them on? Do you do sock and a sock and a shoe and a shoe, or sock and a shoe, sock and a shoe?
Sock, shoe, shoe.
Okay. Yeah, but, if you're only halfway done and the house gets on fire, then you're outside with a pair of socks on, but they're getting wet. Whereas if you had a sock and a shoe, you could just hop around a bit and stay dry.
Did you just go full on All in the Family on me?
I totally did.
You did. Are you impressed that I understood that and was able to refer that back to you? How about that?
I was waiting to see how long it took you to get the reference.
How about that? Yes, for those that don't know, the meathead himself had a quite,
sock shoe.
Yeah, had a quite heated conversation with Archie about that because I think that was what it was. I think he was putting on a sock and a shoe and a sock and a shoe.
And Archie is like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why you put your shoe on before putting the other sock on?"
Yeah,
and that resulted in that debate.
And I'm just going to call him the meathead because that's the politically correct thing to say.
Yeah,
that's the politically correct thing to say.
That's what Archie called him.
That's right. You meathead. Whatever. Yeah, that's
among other things.
Among other things. That's right. Oh, poor Gloria.
Meathead, dead from the neck up.
I forgot about that part. But anyway, what do you mean you posted Dune's Crocs on? What is no, don't you didn't really, did you?
Oh, did someone actually Photoshop Crocs onto a picture of you?
That
would be awesome.
I don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
There's a mention here to see which. Wait a second. Wait, he is posting shit about me. Wait a second.
Tune in to 5 and 2 to see which Spice Girl he's looking at right now with a close-up of your glasses and the glare off of the screen.
No.
And then he posted a branded Croc that says 5 Hit with Dune right on the edge of there.
See, I'm looking now to see. I'm looking to find out.
I'm looking for the link to order a pair of these.
Wait, I didn't see the Croc one. I didn't see the Croc picture.
It's here. I'll
wait a second. Why am I not seeing that one? I'm seeing this one. To see what Spice Girl he's looking at right now. I got that one.
There it is. You got to zoom me out if you can. There it is.
Oh my God.
The 5 Hit with Dune. Brandon Croc.
I don't have any merch.
I mean, this is what we sell now. We sell iShorts T-shirts and 5 Hit with Dune Crocs. That's our merch store right there.
God.
And Twitch branded face masks.
There's something about this that I kind of like, and I don't know. I don't. Oh, dude, I wouldn't wear it.
Almost makes you want to wear Crocs.
I wouldn't wear it. I might sell it though.
You wouldn't wear.
I don't know if I could wear it. I could sell it.
You might buy a pair just to have around.
It didn't mention it to me for some reason. I didn't see it. Anyway, I did. Oh gosh, that's funny. That's good.
Bob Pro suggesting you should get it for your grandkids.
Oh God. I want my grandkids to like me. You got to wear it to promote it. There we go. I mean, I already sell. Yeah, Guns and Crocs on next week's
Guns and Crocs
Dune and Jonny show. That's what it would be. Oh my God, that is crazy. Oh wait, Sir Mars, call ended. How many stars? Let's give stars. There we go. All the stars. That's it. Hey, by the way, did Brian made it to the beach, right? Excuse me.
Yeah, I believe so.
He did. Did we ever find out the answer to the question?
Which question?
I don't know. We're gonna see if he wears Crocs.
Oh,
let's find out.
You know what? We should find out.
We should totally find out.
Hello, Chicago.
Is this Mr. Brian of the Blues?
Yes.
This is Dune of the Dunes.
Dune of the Dune and Jonny show.
Yes.
And this is Jonny of the Dune.
Jonny of the
show.
Dune and Jonny. Yeah.
Are there dunes in your area?
There is. We call them sand bumps, but yeah, you know.
Okay.
It ain't much, but it's all we got. We're wondering.
My dad would go skiing in Michigan on sand dunes.
Ah, there we go. Dune of the Crocs. We wanted to find out: are you pro Croc or not?
You know, I've never owned a pair.
I may be selling them shortly.
Yeah.
No,
Dune,
I'm kidding. I'm
Dune,
kidding.
Dune doesn't wear the Crocs, so someone designed a branded Croc that says the 5-hit with Dune right on the side of it, and we're contemplating, starting a merch store and selling them. So I just wanted to see if you would buy and wear these Crocs if we were to manufacture and sell them.
I take it you'd be buying them from the Crocs company.
Well,
we got to do the research and development, but once we do that, would you wear those Crocs?
They would probably come from a place called Crocs. It's spelled funny because it's not really Crocs. It's from Caracas.
They'll probably be knockoff Crocs.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. You have to be. In fact, actually, recently I have seen some things. Hey, that looks like Crocs, but they would be knockoff.
CROX, I like that. Or you know what? We could just make our own brand called Not Crocs. Ooh.
And then you could wear them because Dune does not wear Crocs. If you wear not Crocs, you're not wearing Crocs.
You get double badumps for that. That's
now here's the other thing. Dune has never worn flip-flops.
Ever.
Now, I got to ask you, Brian, have you ever worn flip-flops?
Actually, right now, because I have a nasty corn on my baby toe, I've been switching between sandals and flip-flops. So yeah, I wear flip-flops.
The show just keeps getting better. Dude is not a fan of the foot conversation, so this is just great that.
Well, my wife hates the idea of flip-flops. She goes, "I'll never put that between my toes." Okay.
So what does your wife wear to the beach then?
Whoa.
She'll wear a regular sandal that doesn't.
Are you alive?
Stick between
I didn't turn this thing off.
She wears sandals.
It's still alive. Hang on.
But not flip-flops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
There we go.
Now Dune will also not wear sandals. He does not wear sandals. He does not wear flip-flops. He doesn't wear Crocs.
No.
He always wears socks around the house.
Brian, you're not helping.
That's the same thing I asked him.
You're not helping. You're not helping.
He does.
Well,
what does he wear to the dunes?
I wear beach shoes. How about that? Ha!
Beach
shoes.
What are beach shoes?
Let's find out.
Exactly.
Dune, if you were going to go get dressed for the beach right now, what in your house would you put on your feet? I want you to go bring that footwear out and show it to us. If you had to get dressed for the beach right now, Dune, what are you putting on your feet? Show us.
Beach shoes, right there. Boom. That's me.
You have beach shoes like those?
Sure, I do.
Let's see them.
In 3 or 4 pair.
Jonny.
Yeah.
Is this where we find that Dune is actually a naturalist? Naturist?
Naturist? I don't know what you're implying by this.
Shoes.
That's
right there.
That's the people that go to nude beaches.
At Divine, and you can
that's
get
what
it,
I thought you meant.
And you can get them at divine.com right there for men.
Dune's just pretending he doesn't hear this conversation.
I don't
at
hear
this
a
point.
word you're saying. I got see OX64 even it's OX64 approved.
Get these behind me. Get thee behind me, Satan.
That's right.
So, Dune, you would order beach shoes if you were planning a trip to the
full
beach.
on beach shoes.
Okay, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Are those
Now, are there any beaches in your area?
Oh, I've got to buy these for Brian.
What?
Oh, these are so getting bought for Brian.
Dune's buying you something, apparently.
He's getting the bass shoes. You're going to get the bass shoes.
A what?
Bass shoes.
Full on bass sandals.
It's a sandal in the shape of a bass with the wide open mouth where the toes pop.
And they're only $20. Boom, this is done.
Oh, bass.
Typically ships between 1 to 4 business days. That's
the,
awesome.
The low frequency guitar?
No, as in fish. As in fish.
See,
river bass.
Low frequency guitar is bass.
Yeah.
Fish is bass.
You know, on my Twitter handle, I say bass guitar, and one bassist says, "No, it's not a bass guitar. It's just a bass." So, well, I'm just distinguishing between.
Wait a second. That's not true because they make bass. They make bass ukuleles and bass all kinds of things.
Yeah, I understand that.
That is a good point. That you are clarifying that you're not talking about fish. That is absolutely that is.
I think you tell that music snob to go F off or something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I just told him the way I said it, and he didn't come back again.
Well, the good thing is you do actually play bass, so you have standing. You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny, here you go, right here. See, that can be that.
I might be standing at the bottom, but
there.
I have a standing.
Beach shoes, right there.
Beach shoes.
He's wearing
kids.
shoes on the beach, so that works.
So, Dune, you're basically shopping for your beach shoes now, since we've given you such a hard time.
If I ever end up at a beach, which will probably never happen, but if it ever happens,
you'll be well prepared.
I'll be well prepared. I'll probably buy these right here, these green ones.
I
like those.
You were really close to a beach when you came down to Monterey on that business.
Oh, I actually full on went on the beach there. I did.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I wore, and the shoes I'm wearing on my feet right now were the shoes I had on that damn beach. Boom.
When you got back to the hotel room, you have sand in your shoes, though?
That's not the point.
That's exactly the point.
Well, the whole thing is, this beach was, listen, the whole thing is, not all the beaches around where Brian lives are really all that pretty and stuff. Some of them are kind of scary. The beach I was on had these nasty, big, tubey-looking things that looked like they would swallow a small person. What were those things? Great big.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tube looking.
Sounds like you're on your own here, Dune.
Tubey looking looking plants on the beach.
Oh, big man eating plants.
Scary as all get out. Let me see if I can find this.
You're talking about the kelp.
Plants.
Kelp. Okay. And some of the kelp looks man-eating, I take it?
Beach. I took pictures of it.
Some people call them like a bullwhip kelp because it's kind of like that. Thick on one end. You could pick it up like a handle. And
yes, they're huge, though. I mean, they're like 4 inches around. They look like a massive, they look like a big, here it is. Yeah, here, look. This here, right there. These damn things.
Okay.
These.
It looks like a pile of snakes.
Yeah, that's what they look like. That's exactly what they look like. And they're all over.
Nature.
They're all over the place in Brian's neck of the woods.
That's only a seasonal thing. And typically, they get washed ashore after a storm.
Well, let me tell you, they were all over that season when I was there, because I was like, ooh, Pacific weeds. I mean, they were scary looking. And then, a matter of fact, on that where we found the pregnancy test on the pier, when you're walking out on the pier to get to that point, the water's very clear, and you could look down and you can see those things growing up from the seabed, and that's even more freaky. it's like these tentacles reaching up to go.
But you know what? What's nice about it Like the sea otters love those things.
Ugh.
If you don't see any kelp, chances are you won't see any otters.
Well, there's plenty of otters around there. But anyway, that was what I saw. That was spooky. I mean, can you imagine, Johnny? Well, how have you not seen this? So you lived in California.
I never got to the beach when I lived in California,
Oh,
oddly
gosh.
enough.
But yeah, it was.
Yeah,
ugh.
because he's an inside guy.
He's a who?
A what?
He's an inside. He's just in the house all the time.
Yeah,
He's
except
pale
when I go to the beach, I go to New Jersey. So
no big worms on the beach in New Jersey. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got there can be some things that are annoying at the Jersey Shore. Sometimes you get the jellyfish that come in. Sometimes you get the seaweed.
Oh, especially
and sometimes
the Portuguese man of war. Those are nasty.
Yeah, I've not seen anything like that, but sometimes just the plain clear jellies show up, and it's just annoying to have these slimy things all around you. And then sometimes the fish will lay all their eggs close to land, and it's like swimming in a sea of tapioca. That's very unpleasant when that happens. It is like, oh God, it just makes you not want to go in the water at all. But most of the time, the water's fine.
I remember going to the beach in Connecticut when I was a kid, and there were these jellyfish that were all over the place and get on shore, and they looked like fried eggs. You know, the center mass was kind of an orangey color, and then the outer part was clear. Well, just like you dropped an egg. Although it's a pretty good sized egg.
Yeah.
The big old egg. God, I got to get off this page. This page is freaking me out. You guys, you're in a scary place here. I am.
It's just a scary place.
Well, this is better than talking about feet.
It is. I'd rather be scared by these things coming out of the ocean to come get me
than by me putting my feet up on the table.
Exactly. We don't want to see that. So there you go. Woo.
Dune actually made me put my feet down off cam because it was just too much for him to see my bare feet. I showered today. They're clean.
I totally believe you. I'm not questioning that one bit.
And most of them don't have any nail fungus anymore.
Oh, see, stop. This is you. Stop. This is no.
Ask that question.
Don't make me.
I was just going to ask that question.
Oh God, Brian, this is me dying just a little bit.
I spent 3 years going to the podiatrist trying to get rid of the last of it, and it's just nope, it's not going away.
Anyway.
It's mostly I got rid of most of it.
How about those Twitch finds?
How about those Twitch finds?
How about those Twitch finds? Oh man,
do you have Twitch finds?
No, we were going to go through. I was going to go through some archives today.
Okay. Well, we're going to go through some old Twitch finds, Brian. But do you have anything else you want to
add
about?
If you'd like to tune in,
footwear or kelp before we hang up.
I think we covered it.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for taking our call.
By the way, I wear a size 9.
Okay. Good to know.
So when the Dune Crocs are ordered,
we'll order a size 9 then. Now, Brian, you around tomorrow for our show tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be back at the regular house. Yeah.
Johnny's going to be killing off old people tomorrow on Johnny's show.
I'm good. Oh yes, yes.
He's going to both kill and resurrect old people on his show tomorrow.
Yeah, my Sims game got really interesting, and we're going to talk all about that tomorrow because I saved the game.
Oh yeah.
I saved my game right in the middle of Christmas dinner, and then at that point in the save file when I resumed the game, like 2 people die at the same time, and the Grim Reaper shows up at the same time as Santa Claus, and that's just a fun thing to play with. So
Santa Claus goes ho 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 and wham 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 at the same time.
Yeah, it is great. It is just great. You'll have to check that out tomorrow.
So I take it Christmas dinner was poisoned.
Well, no, it's just that the 2 elderly family members had reached their time that they died of old age, and it isn't that beautiful that they die in the middle of Christmas dinner.
Horrible?
right when Santa's in the front yard, walking up to the front door. So there you go.
Wow, that's cruel.
That is.
Oh, well,
but that is The Sims.
You know how we should leave Brian? I know how we should leave him.
How's that?
Oh wait, that's not what I thought it was.
No, you know what we should do?
Not everybody.
That's not what it was.
We Brian, you should see if Nick is
and
around
then I
to
came
take
back
a call
and
tomorrow.
everybody.
I'm sorry. What was that now?
Well, I was going to say, if Nick likes to play The Sims 4, and I think that'd be fun to show Nick how I saved my game right before the Grim Reaper and Santa show up at the same time. He'd probably get a kick out of that. So you should reach out to Nick, see if he's around tomorrow to check out the show.
Yeah, he could even watch if he wants. Yeah.
He could watch, or we could invite him in, or he could watch, and then if he decides he wants to call in, he can. So yeah, just let him know we're going to be playing The Sims a little bit tomorrow, and we got a Grim Reaper Santa Claus situation.
There you go. There you go.
All right, thank you for taking our call, Brian.
Okay. On that note, we'll leave you with this guy. There you go, with the dancing clock.
Dancing
or whatever
clock.
it is. All right, Brian, take care.
All right,
take it easy.
So Brian, he's going to own Crocs someday.
I guess so.
That's
I guess
it.
We've decided we're buying him Crocs.
Brian's going to get Crocs or the Bass shoes. I haven't decided which. Those are pretty awesome. The Bass shoes are awesome.
So, do you have a Rickroll down there?
I thought it was a Rickroll. It's not a Rickroll. It's it's a video of Sunfire, and I don't remember exactly. I think she was just telling a story.
You're not salty. I know not everybody here is salty. Look, it's funny because I was like, you know what? I'm done. All right, chat. Bye. I'm done with you.
Done.
And then, you know what? I did this, and then.
Oh.
And then I came back, and everybody was even more saltier. My God. Okay, your favorite system song?
Everybody was being salty, is what she said.
Now, I found something interesting on Twitter a while ago. I found that they did a Raptor version of
Raptor, as in Rapture, that one, or Raptor as in little short arms.
No, a little short arm. Here, let me show you this. I got to pop out the window. Oh wait, that's not going to work there because sound issues. Blah blah blah. Let me open up in Firefox.
Otherwise, you can send it to me or whatever.
Well, I don't know. I got to find it again. Here we go. Here it is. All right. Let me share my screen. Let me pull up the right tab. Screen sharing. Doom. And now I can put my feet up again. And so now we'll just go.
You don't have to say that. Because now I know. Now anytime, listen, this is bad. Because now every time I see you, I'm going to think of that. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
But no, it gets better. Because it's not just, it also sings.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. I got to say I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's
the
full.
best.
That is pretty good.
Okay,
that's almost as good. That's almost as good as somebody one time had. Oh gosh, what was it? It was. God dang it. Someday love will find you. Behind you. What the hell's the name of that guy? Oh my God, Stephen Perry song.
Okay.
Anyway, they did it's him doing that song with there's no sound. It's just that one. I can't think of the name of it. It's very cool though. There's no backing track, and it's just them making the sound with the making the. The guys going dunk dunk, hitting the guitar and doing all that crazy stuff. I can't think of the name of the song though. It's Steve Perry. It was Journey. It's Journey, not Steve Perry. But
yeah, that's right. I've got that one.
He's looking.
I've seen that, and there's a channel devoted to that, but that's one of the better ones, and it's great what they do with those things. because it's just the shots and putting the right sound in.
Yes.
Because there's no music instruments here. They're not plugged in.
Right, they're not. But it is great that somebody put this together because it sounds so real.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. Now that's not fair. It's funny, but not fair. That's just fucking awesome. Dude, that's perfect. I mean, it's so cool. Now, see, there would be a little bit of guitar sound there, but no. That's just. I didn't realize there's a channel actually devoted to doing things like this.
Yes.
I'll
yes.
have to go check that out. I didn't know that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, you know, I this one here caught me. I forgot about this one we saw, and I'm trying to think what this was. This might have been one of those ones we found that was on that one, the place from Safe House. That's what this was. I don't think Safe House is around anymore, unfortunately. But this was this big automated drum machine that this band had. Is that not awesome or what? Can you imagine having to haul that thing around?
That is impressive.
And I wish I'd got more, but the channel was called Safe House. They were actually partnered streamers on Twitch, and I don't know if they're around anymore. The channel's probably still there, but it was a venue in Texas, and my dogs were freaking out about that for some reason. But oh, you know what? I do got another clip here. I got one more clip here. I thought I did. But this was quite the contraption that was built. And obviously put this together with the computer and everything else, but man. I believe this was in Austin, Texas is where this was. Wait, let's speed up a little bit here.
That is impressive. Yeah.
But yeah, it would take a hell of a rig to haul that thing around, though. Now, it looks like it says Pony Trap. That may be the name of the band, actually. So look that up, Pony Trap. But the actual name of the site was Safe House, is what that was.
Yes, there is ponytrapmusic.com website.
And sadly enough, like I said, now here's the thing. What I'm guessing is Safe House was probably around in the early days of Twitch, because if you would ever, like I said, they were partnered streamers, but if you went and watched them, they never really had a whole lot of views, and I don't see them on anymore, unfortunately. So I don't think they're around anymore. But man, it was a really cool deal. But yeah, that's what it was, because they would have different people that would play at their live venue, and that was one of them. You said that was a band you'd seen, or you saw listed, Pony Trap?
Yeah, they have a website, ponytrapmusic.com.
Okay, does it still look like the same scary looking drum dude?
Oh yeah, no, it is. It absolutely is.
That's cool. That is cool. Now, the Safe House was one of those ones we used to play quite a bit because they had so many different bands there. And one of the things they did was really cool is they did kind of an around kind of situation where they actually had cameras that were pointed in like 4 different directions, and the band members were kind of in a circle as opposed to being like, in front of an audience is what it was. So it was actually made for video, for lack of a better term. There you
Interesting.
go.
Yeah.
Made for video.
One
of those things. You know who else remember when I think we interviewed these cats here, these guys from Stream Forest. Do you remember them?
You don't know.
Yeah.
This guy he He was an audio-visual guy.
That light set up, and it was all tied in so that people could control it with commands in the chat.
It was all tied in. You could in chat commands. You could make that do different things on the wall. You could make fog appear. But he actually would invite people over. This was in his basement. He was like I said, he was audio-visual engineer is what he was, and this was like stuff he had, like lack of a better term, left over. And had put this whole thing together.
Or stuff he put together as a demonstration.
Yeah.
I mean, he had access to the stuff is the point.
And it was just amazing. And it was another one of those things, I don't know if it was just bad timing or what it was, but it just never took off. It never did take off. And it's still around. I think that channel is still around, Streamforest.
But when did it last go live?
I don't know. You'd have to go and look. But, I mean, he would have all kinds of people over, and they would basically just jam out. So this was actually September 3rd of 2019. But I mean, I tell you, the guy's phenomenal. Had some amazing equipment.
Yeah.
I forgot how many cameras he had. It was a crazy number. And then that massive wall. Actually, that's not him. The guy just walked by is that is the actual. Let's see if that dude right there is the one who actually owns the house.
What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man.
Did you bring their channel up? I just wondered when's the last time they were actually on.
What was the name of their channel?
Streamforest. All one word, Streamforest.
Let's take a look here. They last went live. Looks like they last went live 2 years ago.
Wow. So it's been a while then.
Yeah,
that's too bad. Probably COVID now.
2020.
I mean, you can kind of see on that camera that's on a back and forth rail thing. I mean, just. But yeah, I'm guessing COVID really kind of screwed the pooch on that. If you want to shout those out, Johnny, we can actually put those in there. I think that still works. Okay. But yeah, it was really sad that didn't make it anymore, because I thought that would have been cool. But like I said, COVID, when you can't have people over to your house, it's kind of hard to.
Kind of hard to have people over at your house.
Exactly. One of those things. Does it work? Yeah, it totally worked. Oh, except for it goes to the. I must not have put in a thing for that.
For what?
I didn't put in a shout out for the video archive. Oh well, life goes on. Anyway, but yeah, that was the whole thing. I didn't realize we're clear back to 2019 on this one. This guy's still around here. I don't know. This appears to be a violinist. If not OX64, but if Sparky Toaster was around, he'd probably know who this is.
Electric cello.
And I think that's the reason why I probably clipped this. This was November 11th of 2019, 5 o'clock in the morning, because I don't sleep. I get up way too early. I used to find lots of stuff overseas. I think that's the first electric cello I ever saw.
Yeah.
Don't see those very often. I can't say I've ever seen one, actually.
That's cool, the things they make. Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is you don't make the neighbors mad this way.
That is a benefit.
That's true. Let me see. Let's see if she's still around. Now, that's an interesting name there. I would almost bet that's not. That almost looks like a fake name, but maybe not. ABC 16789.
16789.
That just seems strange, but Now you can actually see 146 people watching it this time. So I don't know, maybe an actual real
ABC 16789 does not exist.
Okay, so that's been changed or is no longer around. That's the one downside to Twitch is once somebody changes their name, it's really hard. Sometimes you can get lucky on the Wayback Machine and you can kind of find stuff on that. Oh, well, here's early Amaranth. There you go.
Oh,
and of course, our good friend Sarah Jazz, that was doing the fake. I think she was doing the fake leg thing back in these days.
Leg.
Yeah, this was a thing. Everybody had. I don't know if those are fake or not. That was a thing that people used to always kick their legs up. So she thought she'd try it. No, those are hers. Never mind.
That I normally buy, they don't have a hard plastic lid anymore. They used to have it, but they don't have it anymore. So it's like they only have the sheet, like the plastic sheet.
But Sarah Jazz is still around. Her and still happily married to the Silence Noise. How he pulled that off, we still haven't figured out yet. We have not figured that one out. But
well, it involved a lot of airfare and
that's true.
Traveling.
That's very true. This one here intrigues me.
Well, I think what really helped bring them together was that they got this idea as if it came out of nowhere that the two of them should co-host a show together. By featuring other things that they find on Twitch. And I don't know where anyone would get the idea to have a two-host show
who would
featuring
ever
things on Twitch.
Who would ever do such a thing?
It was a really clever idea that they came up with.
Now, to be fair, they only
they made it their own.
They only featured one person per show, where we did a bunch. So that's
they did some real. I mean, they did some unique production, and they had their own banter. So it was really their own show. I do a little bit of a tease,
and somehow they wore each other down and ended up getting married.
Right.
So that's what happened. This cat's still around. He's still alive and going. Now, the Slow Drag is actually his name, and this was in his early days.
Here we go. Who isn't she? Oh, you know what, Brada? I just remembered. There are now. I wish I could remember what.
Now I got to tell you, of all the people, he is the ultimate in. Let me. I got to go to the clip here.
Talk, squirrel.
This is him to a T. Absolutely, yeah. He is full on.
But there are things you can hook up to your acoustic guitar to add like delay and reverb.
Anytime you start to sing a song, you always have to go tell a story.
Having an amp or
now,
anything.
this is I got to like. Did you realize that somebody subbed to him called Peach Farts?
That's not a lot of help, but
that's pretty awesome there. And donated 100 bits. But the Slow Drag, all one word, is
yeah. I don't know when he last went live because his live recordings aren't posted. But the last time there were any clips of his were last year.
Okay.
So he's not active.
That's strange.
It doesn't look like it's active. But then again, it could just be that he's not archiving and he's still going live.
It could be. Now make sure, it is spelled, that is him with Corn Dog. That's absolutely him. He's another fan of the Corn Dog, but yeah. Good guy, like I said, and I tell you, it's interesting that COVID brought around so many new people. Now this was pre-COVID, obviously, but some kind of made it through, and then some didn't. But that was a bunch of them I had of him because, like I said, he was always a really good friend of the show. He'd always call in, and he would hang out on the Saturday night Tunes shows. That guy's banned off of Twitch. I can't play him. I think you get in trouble. I think you get in trouble for playing banned people. I think
that's only for people that are being watched.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, this guy. Well,
technically there is a rule for that. But
this guy, the downside to
enforced.
this cat was he would always go on, had the what's it called, the TTY, where you would talk, text to talk. Is that what it's called? TT.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Text to speech, TTS. Maybe that's what it is.
Text to speech.
Maybe that's what it is. And people would always type in very bad words that you never ever should say. into his chat, and that was...
He relied on the kindness of strangers to not get banned.
Yes.
And proceeded to demonstrate why that doesn't work.
Why that exactly doesn't work. That's it. That's it. Now, this right here, I think anytime I found a person like this, I always had to play it just for Jonny. Just because...
You once did a montage of, like, the mixing sets.
I did this one more, not for the mixing, but more because of the record collection that I thought was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, when he has 3 vinyls that he can play at one time, plus the 2 electronic platters, this guy can play just about whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So, and I think the most amazing thing is I didn't realize that this type of music was something you could get on an album. But it obviously is. So,
oh, yeah.
Because he's playing it.
I'll demonstrate some of that. I mean, heck, last night we played Green Jelly, the 3 Little Pigs off of vinyl. And that was surprising to find that.
That was kind of spooky.
You can get just about anything on vinyl.
That's true. Oh, this was during Halloween. That's what all that was. Now, still around, and I can play this now. That's the best part about it. There was a time we couldn't even play this. But now she's back and she's partnered.
Twitch finally came to their senses.
Finally. I think Twitch finally realized, why did we get mad at her for doing nothing?
What? Yeah. What's with all the hating on her?
She was kind of the pioneer of the 3-pane person or whatever. This is back in late 2019 is when this was. But, Velvet _7 still around. Oh, that was, was that her? When Jonny did his famous, whatever it was.
Well, I did do the, what was it? I wrote into her show and she said,
hello, Jacob Taurus. Hello.
And then I said something and she said,
what's that?
Sometimes things get lost in translation.
Now, this guy here, remember, this guy was back around. This guy was around for 2 years, and was disturbing every year.
Yeah,
and he would pop up around October, and we weren't really sure what we were watching, but we knew that it was something that it's like a car wreck.
You can't look away.
You cannot look away from. You know what? We got to see if this is still around. Can you see? Oh, that's an interesting name. I never even tied that name together. Disgruntled Taxpayer.
How did he hack your channel, Dune?
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna give you. So let's see if that's still around. If there's any chance, it's there. Oh my gosh, and it's obviously him.
And it still has 16 followers.
Holy smokes! Does it say what last time it was live?
It says nothing. It's
wow.
It has no video. It has no information in the about. No videos. And I just followed it, so now it's got 17 followers. So it's I don't know what's gonna happen with that channel.
Did you shout that out? Yes, you did. I need to go follow that because I don't follow them for some reason. Because just in case that cat comes back, I want to make sure and be there. There we go. Following. See, the early days of Twitch finds, I didn't follow everybody because I was an idiot. I was afraid there was going to be too many. But what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a car. Never mind. Yeah, this was actually on this was Halloween night. So this was that jam show.
Totally crazy.
I think it was a little improv.
Short skirts. Oh, really go out, yeah. Doing it in style.
Yeah, I think that was a little improv thing they were doing there. Let's see. God, I miss this bunch. I so miss them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just disappeared after.
People don't know this was a bunch of college kids from Canada that all lived in the same damn house, like literally. And they would go down in the basement and jam.
And they jam.
And that was what they would do.
much or so. I said no. Oh, give it a rest. I could persuade you. I'm not your typical Stone Age 10-year-old. Give me a light, I'll make it.
Yeah, I would like to look them up and see what they. Well, we'll be able to talk to all of them, obviously, but.
Yeah, where are they now? Is anyone even checking their account that we could check in with them?
Well, they
talked to them.
They actually had a what do you call it? A Discord.
Discord.
They had a Discord. Yeah. And but I'm guessing if you click on that, the last live date was probably quite
3 years ago.
Quite some time ago. God, 3 years.
Yeah.
Holy
time
cow.
flies.
That's man. That's crazy. I had no idea. But yeah, that was they were a good bunch of people. They were one of the first ones we actually kind of landed on and realized how fun they could be.
And then they started making music videos on their YouTube channel that had some, it was still them jamming in there, but they clearly shot it and edited it together and got a good take. They did 2 of those videos. They did Careless Whispers and
oh, that's right. Now, obviously, you can kind of tell here. I'm not going to click on these, but this was about the time that body painting started sweeping Twitch.
We can show that.
And I had lots of that on here. I had lots of body painters because I thought that was well. The thing is, it's just kind of a normal thing. It's just not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Everybody's body painting. Now, is this? Is this? This is Ray Rachel when she first started. This is when she first started doing body painting, I think.
Yeah,
because this is 2019, so this would
and it
be
really took off for her, and she's been taking off.
She's a partnered streamer now.
Let me tell you, if you're not following her on Twitter to see all her promotions, you're missing out.
That was her doing the Superman thing.
Yeah,
right there. Gosh, maybe I went through and was just showing because there was all kinds of people that were doing body painting at the time. This is I don't know what the name is on this one. I think this is probably a body painter. That's a body painter also.
Yeah.
It's a long process too. If you ever go watch them, I mean, it takes hours and hours and hours for them to finish all this stuff.
And then after they're done, they got to get that paint off.
Something like that.
That
part's not on Twitch. That part's not on Twitch.
They don't show that part.
What what is this with the big pizza in the background? It's called Hey Cuties. We haven't been banned in a long time.
You haven't been banned ever.
Oh, this was some sort of exercising thing, and this wheel had something to do with
a video game.
That's what that was, and I think I just thought it was interesting that you had to run with this thing in front of you to play this video.
She must be in some kind of a toy room in their house.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
So lots of people. Now this, I think she Anabex. I think she's still around. I think so.
With an X or with a C?
Here, let me click to the end real quick, and you can put that in. ADUNBEEX.
Okay. ADUNBEX. Okay.
And I believe she's still around. I think so. I think she's still around. But she was one of the first, like, hardcore shredder girls that we found.
ADUNBEX. I don't have that.
Maybe she's changed her name. I mean, that's what it looks like. ADUNBEEX. 2 E's.
Yep, I did that. Pretty sure I did that.
Yeah, this is 2019, so like I said, she could have changed her name. You might have to search it, and that's too bad. I'm sure you can find it. But yeah, she was. What we liked though is she was always. She would be so serious until she wasn't. That's what it was. Yeah, big smile. But I hadn't seen her in a while. But I have to imagine she's still around. I mean, this was 6 o'clock in the morning. It seemed like she was always on early in the morning.
Oh, I think she dropped the X.
Yep, that's it. There it is right there. That would be it. Okay, so that's what happened then. Drop the X. But no, she was always really fun to watch because, like I said, she was always very, very into that thing. Gosh, I have a lot of painting models, Johnny. I don't know why. See, some of these I'm afraid to click because I don't know what they were. I guess if they're bad, I can always... I mean, I don't know. I think these were ones I just... Because Johnny wanted to see, I would clip once in a while for Johnny, I think is what these were. I'm going to blame it on Johnny. I don't know.
Blame it. Just blame it on me.
I don't know. And then this was probably another one. That's another Johnny stream right there. Oh, they were doing Just Dance. That's what it was. There we go. I think Just Dance is that's still around, isn't it?
Dancing?
I think it is. The hydraulic. This channel is so freaking awesome. I watch them all the time. The hydraulic press channel.
Oh yes.
Where they just go and break things basically. With the hydraulic press.
This is going to be bad.
I like they hide behind the screens and they're all like, you know,
yeah,
because nobody wants to die. I mean, you wouldn't think paper would do that. That's scary to think that's what paper does under heavy pressure. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. Let's have a look on the high speed and rate it after that.
Yeah, that is nuts, man.
Yeah.
But that was it. That was. Oop! I didn't click on it there. But it's all one word hydraulic press channel. And they're still on. They're actually really, really popular.
Yeah.
I think they're on. You see them on both YouTube and on Twitch.
Well, I mean, I must have spelled it wrong. Chanel. No, yeah. Well, they got really popular on YouTube, posting videos,
yes.
And so they basically, I believe they pretty much just set up a Twitch account so that they can live stream the prep that they do for their YouTube videos.
I think so. I think you're right. But yeah, they're fun.
Try that again.
There it is.
We go.
There it is. But yeah, I think that was pretty cool to watch them break stuff, for lack of a better term. Of course, always big fun. Craig's Cove. I don't know
looks
whatever.
Like this channel hasn't gone live for 2 years though, but I thought they were
really.
Still,
maybe they've changed the name. I don't know. I think sometimes
some channels stopped capturing videos though, so but then usually they wiped out. I don't know.
That could be the case. But Craig's Cove. Oh, wait a second. Now, who's this guy? Who's this pirate-looking dude? Captain Sparrow is what this says. Okay, now this is interesting. October 14th, 2019, 4 o'clock in the morning. Dune, what was I doing at 4 o'clock in the morning?
That's a question.
Obviously, doing Twitch finds.
Yeah.
Let's move forward here so I gotta see if this cat's still around. This is 2019 also, so Diego _ I'm not gonna
Diego Ramier.
I'm gonna butcher that last one. Ramier, that sounds about right. But that's interesting. 4 o'clock in the morning. Holy smokes. Probably, I'm guessing, one of two things. There's a chance, it depends on what day this was. I could have been at the airport because sometimes when I have really, really early flights, I would do Twitch finds in the airport.
Yeah, I can't find them.
Not there?
Nope.
Oh man. Well, there's a lot of them like that. Like I said, Craig's Cove. That's the guy that got put away. This guy here, absolutely phenomenal. Still around. Lord_Grim. Still shredding, and he is a partnered streamer now. And he's got some really cool effects. I mean, he had cool effects back then, but I think it's still spelled the same. I could be wrong, but I remember one time. Remember Johnny? I had a clip of him, and I think we might have raided him, is what the deal was. And I think the last thing he said is he'd see us on the other side, and it really creeped me out, like really bad. Okay, so maybe he's changed the way he spells his name too.
Yeah, we got to, but I'm sure he's still around.
He is still around. I have seen him. So I think.
Oh, he just has Grim.
Oh, it's just called Grim now. Okay.
Yeah, he changed it to just Grim.
Oh, that's awesome.
Probably a good idea.
Well, you wouldn't think that'd be available. It could be.
I mean, it's a 4-letter channel name, so that's pretty lucky to get that. But he did.
There you go. Oh my gosh, so many. Yeah, I want to go through some of these. Like I said, I think I want to spend some time and try to find some, where here they are, then where they're at now. I know this girl, she's changed her name. Gosh, lots of people have changed their names. I thought this was fun. I like this. This gal was just singing and then faking playing guitar.
'Cause we're not gonna work this out.
Which I thought was kind of fun. She was just kind of lip syncing the guitar part of it. So I could totally do that. That could be me. There we go. Now I know you're shocked. More Velvet _7, because why not? Don't judge me, Johnny.
Oh, no judging.
Remember, Johnny has to. One of these days, he's going to be in charge of all this stuff.
Sure, I will.
You have to. You have to. You are
Misty is here looking at me like you can barely handle your me treats.
You are
required.
You are required to take care of all my stuff, and it doesn't mean throw it away. You have to take care of it. Now, this guy here, I wish I could find this cat now. The Paul on the Plane. He's not around.
Yes.
He's not around anymore, unfortunately.
That was a great channel. I mean, I never realized how many flat earther music videos
there was
existed.
There was a bunch.
There was enough to make a channel devoted to them.
He had his whole Twitch channel. I think the channel...
What was that channel?
Well, if it's still around, you can actually find it on the... you can still find it... Paul on the Plane. You can still find it if you go to Paul... I think there's still a paulontheplane.com. Or something like that.
Oh, but the channel's not.
The channel's not around anymore. But it was very interesting. There was some very funny, very funny. And this particular guy you see floating through the space, he was one of the ones that had lots of them. He had several videos. I think if you go to their website, you can see some of that stuff.
Yeah.
It was absolutely pretty cool. You know what? Let me see if
videos devoted to the flat Earth theory, which figure that out. It's amazing how devoted people are to that belief. That is so obviously wrong.
Don't let him hear you say that, Johnny.
Well, there is. I don't know. Have you ever watched the what's the 747 pilot channel?
I don't think of What?
Oh, well, that, you know what? Let's do a YouTube find then, because I've been watching this guy's channel for easily over a 74 Gear is the YouTube channel, and it's a 74 pilot that posts weekly. Sometimes he tells stories about cockpit confessionals that people write in about. Sometimes he comments on viral videos involving airplane landings gone wrong or things involving airplanes. And it's, aviation's an interesting topic, even if you're not interested in flying. I mean, air crash investigations is quite a fascinating topic. Because
probably not something you watch while you're waiting to get on a
and,
plane, just saying.
No. Kristen hates it when I talk about these things.
Yeah,
but he has offered a challenge that these flat earthers, if they're really devoted to this and they really want to prove it, now they have to do the funding, which, mind you, these people organize events, they have money, they do things. So he's like, you want to do this, I'll fly the plane, you just got to hire me, you got to hire a plane, you kind of put the plan together here, all you have to do is fund this and do this, and I'll take us a flight. And it should be an impossible flight since you think there's just an ice shelf. It should not be possible to do this flight. So this way we can prove it for once and for all and put this to rest. But no one's taking him up on this challenge, because why would anyone want to disprove what they know will be disproven and then kind of put an end to their whole belief system? Some people can't handle the truth.
That's true. You know what? Look at this. How about
this?
This?
Is what it's going to look like.
And by the way, before I forget,
this?
Tomorrow, don't forget, 6 p.m. Eastern on this station and others just like it. We were doing an 8-track special. We have the word 5 hit in it, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Just saying. Dune and Bob show with Dune, this guy. Also on Twitch. We do Twitch finds. Tomorrow, we'll see what happens. We will see. I had to drag it out of Johnny back in the day.
We need our Twitch finds. If you don't do this, who will?
Who would? I don't know why I clipped so much of it. Whoa! This is the kind of stuff Johnny was playing. Or maybe I was playing that. Gosh, look at Skinny Dune. Oh my God.
Either one of us could have been streaming this.
Look at both of us with our skinniness here. I get that letter from Twitch going like, Dune? Gosh, I wish I could
It's like this awkward silence of the two of us staring at each other after you talked about
the hat's the same, but the body ain't.
Like
by the way, before I forget, tomorrow, don't forget, 6 p.m. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with.
And
holy smokes.
Look at the microwave over in the corner over there. And I'm like, there's a kitchen?
It's like there's a sharp microwave over there. And same room, different view for Johnny.
I'm like, there's a kitchen,
right?
there's counters, there's a floor.
It is the same house, right?
I thought she was just hovering over this void.
Yes, this is the same room.
Okay.
It's just a different angle.
There's just awesomeness.
I mean, you can see the wall is the same color. But yeah, the camera used to be. I used to have a desk over there, and sat at that desk over there. But
there you go. Well, anyway, on that note, and Johnny should talk about tomorrow.
Well, yeah, because tomorrow we're going to do a thing that we call
insert title.
I'm going to play. I'll play a minute's worth of Lord Grimm while you have to talk. Go ahead.
And now it sounds like Mars has some type of a barbecue thing going on tomorrow, so I don't know if he's going to be around or not. But Brian already said he's going to be around. And like I said, I streamed a little bit of this already that Dune saw, but we're going to play with it more. Where I have a save file for The Sims 4 where the two elderly members of the family drop dead immediately after I resume the game in the middle of Christmas dinner, right as Santa Claus arrives. And then the Grim Reaper shows up, and Santa just starts alternating between doing a jolly laugh and mourning. Now, since then, I've played the game further, but I still have the save state. I managed to revive the old lady. The old man died, and I invited him back to the house as a ghost. And the old lady charmed Santa Claus and got him to agree to move in with her. And so now Santa Claus lives in the house. And Santa Claus keeps mourning the old man, Chester. Even though we've invited Chester to live in the house as a ghost, he still keeps going to Chester's gravestone and mourning him. And he didn't know him. He just showed up the same time he died.
I don't know how to take this. I'm not sure.
And Santa walks around the house in his boxers all the time.
That's just weird.
It is. It is really weird.
That's weird.
That's The Sims 4. So we're gonna do a little bit of that tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll be more entertaining than something you would count Cheerios to. So check it out. And we probably won't spend the whole 2 hours doing that. But anyways, there you go.
There we go. We're gonna go over hang out with Music by Chance because he's on the air. Why not?
Oh,
excellent. Why not? All right, people. So we will see you tomorrow at 8:00, Johnny, and hopefully Johnny will have beer, and I'll throw my bottles away now. I'll do that. Right. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. I will catch you next. No, I won't. Yes, I will. I'll be around next week.
I won't be here next week.
Well, then, don't clip that. Take care. Bye bye.
Everyone's gonna clip that.
Everybody clip that.